Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where I take trade paperbacks and single issues and I break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then I read them dramatically back to you. Today we're going to be revisiting Indie Corner. Today's book is RAGS, about a ex-Marine who's stuck in a world filled with zombies. But this story is a tad bit more adult than we're used to doing here on Comicstorian. I try to aim things around PG-13, but the main character of this story, she basically ends up naked for half the story. So today we're going to be doing The Prelude, which is a very short story, but I think it'll give you an idea of what to expect with this comic book. Down below you'll find a link to buy yourself issues 1 and 2, and you can also go to your local comic book store to get the rest of it if you are enjoying it. Overall though, let's start this story and see what you think about it. As a Marine vet, Regina tries to unjam her gun in the middle of a destroyed city, the one of Paso Robles in California. She finally has a breakthrough when her gun clicks. However, the bullet lodged in the gun pops out of the chamber, bouncing into an overturned car. Regina has had a rough couple of days, like really rough. Hell, all she's had to wear are shoes and underwear. As Regina puts her gun back together, she inches closer to the overturned car and sees the bullet sitting next to the head of a dead body. She quickly looks around, trying to make sure that nothing is coming, and then she slowly reaches in, grabbing that bullet. When she pulls back, she lets out a sigh of relief that nothing happened, and then goes back to trying to reload her gun. She grumbles to herself, stating, "Stupid California," and then hears something coming in from behind. She spins around to see a zombie shuffling towards her, but not just one, dozens. In a nearby building, a group of people start to hear gunfire and they run over to the window to see what is going on. One of the men inside asks if it's a scavenger, and the other one says, "Holy, no!" Outside, Regina jumps over a car, trying to get away from the group, and then she notices people looking at her through the windows. She pauses for a moment, but as she does, one of the zombies reaches out, grabbing her by the bra. She quickly pulls away, ripping off her top, but back inside of the building, the older man says that it's a shame. She's probably one of those poor people trying to reach the army base up north. The younger man asks, don't they already know that that place is overrun by now? And the old man tells him that he doubts it. So many people keep heading there, it's become a zombie factory. But as everyone turns to back away, Regina runs up to the window, banging on it, shouting to let her inside. Everyone looks at each other, asking if they should. She could be bitten, but what if she isn't? Seeing no one in any rush to let her in, she starts to punch the window and everyone continues to stare at her. Just then, one of the zombies lunges at her, but as she ducks, it ends up crushing its head against the window. The older man inside shouts that stupid woman is going to bring the whole damn town to them. "Riley, did you lock the door?" And the young man Riley says that he kept it propped open just in case. The old man grabs his shotgun, heading for the door, stating, "You idiot! Go shut the door!" Riley grabs a bat and begins to walk down the hallway to the back of the building, listening carefully if anything is outside. And when he gets there, he slowly pulls the wood plank, keeping the door open. But before he can shut it, a bloody hand grabs at it. Riley throws his shoulder into the door and Regina shouts, "Ow!" and then begins to fight, pushing against the door. Once Riley gives in just a little bit, Regina charges in, flinging the door open. And as Riley starts to get back up, he grabs his bat, whacking her across the face. Regina falls to the ground, holding her face, stating, "You mother!" The rest of the people inside run over, shouting to close the door, and Regina holds her bloody nose, asking, "Why is it always the face?" As one of the zombies tries to get in, another man shoots over her head, slamming the door shut. Once the lock is turned and the planks set, the old man points his gun at Regina, stating that if she makes one funny move, he's going to splatter her brains across the floor. "Now, are you bit?" Regina tells him no, she's not bit, but she'd appreciate it if he'd point that gun somewhere else. The old man pumps the shotgun, holding the barrel closer, and Regina holds out her hand, stating, "Okay, that's fine too, but before you shoot, could you do me a huge favor and get me some pants? I kind of lost mine out there." And there you have it, The Prelude to RAGS. Now, like I said, I like to consider Comicstorian a PG-13 kind of a thing, but I also like to bring you guys independent books that you may enjoy. And the story of an ex-Marine who's tough as nails, but always ends up losing her clothing fighting zombies, I know there's a market for it out there. So go ahead and click the links down below if you guys want to read that yourself. Otherwise, I'll bring you more indie books. We got Mother Russia on its way out. We've also got some more Hero Cats coming out. Don't worry, there's plenty of indies coming to Comicstorian down the pipeline.